inside Gaza. Well, with me in the studio is Shehata from BBC Arabic. Good morning to you, Saeed. So let's just start with the international pressure on Israel now. How significant is this, that we've got 28 nations all calling on this war to be brought to an end?
There are new countries putting or calling for end of the war, and Japan, Australia, Canada was before, Canada, Britain and France issued a statement before in May to put pressure on Israel to stop the war and negotiation and let the aid in. So it's not the first time for international call on Israel to do that. But without the US into the equation, it will not have any significance, unfortunately. Condemnation from UN Secretary General, from other organizations, but still Israel insisting that the blame on Hamas. As I said, what this statement is disconnected from reality, and Hamas is to blame because they don't agree on the ceasefire deal. But Hamas on the other side said, no, it is a blame on Israel because they don't like to commit to not resumption any hostilities after any deal happens. So it is a problem on the Israel to do something, but the pressure is not good enough. And the French president before Emmanuel Macron said, without the Americans, nothing will put pressure on Israel because America is on the side of Israel, supporting them with weapons, money. So in this case, if they stop that, they might have an influence. But without that, it can be seen any significance for a step unless it is, supported by United States. But it is a welcome step. It is pressure on Israel, but I don't believe it will make any difference.
Okay. In terms of the Israeli offensive in central Gaza, what are you hearing about that?
It is unprecedented ground operation in central Gaza, and the report coming from Israeli media that to put pressure on Hamas, to make Hamas not feeling any safe in anywhere in Gaza. So Israel strike everywhere, north, central and south. So to go in central in al-balah, where many international aid organizations, medics, foreign, staff, helping Gazan people. So it is a problem, and there is some people fled from al-balah because the ground operation started and they were forced to leave, and they said there is snipers. Many places, they fire everywhere. So it is a chaos there in al-balah. And this will add to the continuing deterioration of the humanitarian situation. Even Israel asked the UN and the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is the new mechanism to deliver aid backed by Israel and the United States, trying to get the United Nations and its partners to help. But they refuse that because they think it's dangerous, because there is more than 900 people were killed, waiting to get aid. Most of them coming, in the queue of the Gaza humanitarian foundations in central and south of Gaza. And in addition to that, the UN said it is violating the principle of humanitarian aid of impartiality, neutrality, and independence. So it is a problematic situation on the ground in Gaza with this ground operation in central Gaza.
Okay, Saeed, thank you very much indeed. Well, let's now bring to your attention that Israel is also saying some of the latest developments we're hearing here at BBC News. Israel saying it's intercepted a missile that was fired from Yemen. So that is just one of the latest lines as to what is happening at the moment. Let's now talk to former US Ambassador and President Emeritus of the Middle East Policy Council, Gina Abercrombie Winstanley. Gina, good to talk to you again. As Saeed was saying there, it's, of course, more international pressure on Israel with regards to what it's doing in Gaza. However, the US is not signing up as well. What's your take on that?
Well, thank you so much for having me here.